ever felt down on yourself, become angry, rage quit, or just got your ass handed to you on multiple occasions in one game? You may suffer from low KDR. Low KDR can be embarrassing. It could shake your confidence as a shooter. But there's good news. Low KDR can be corrected. See your armor and ask about Hemlok. Hemlok can raise your KDR to normal levels within weeks. You can become addicted to Hemlok, but overuse will only increase your KDR, and having a high KDR is freaking awesome. Other side effects: becoming the number one player in each match, your teammates becoming envious of you, and cause your enemies to fear you, which is all we can ever really hope for. Take Hemlok for KDR disorders. Hey guys, welcome back to the Silent Night channel. I'm SK. Today I want to talk a little bit about my favorite loadout. The first thing is going to be the phase shift. The phase shift, I think, is great. It has more benefits than I think mostly anything else does. The Firestar is my incendiary. My weapon of choice is the Hemlok. I use that with gun ready and quick reload. And for my secondary weapon, I like the Archer. I use the same thing, the gun ready and the quick reload for the Archer. My secondaries is Power Cell, low profile, and inner pieces. So let's kind of start backwards and go just slightly more detail. Inner pieces, I think it's phenomenal. It really makes me happy to get an execution using this, even though you get executions pretty easily. It just still makes me feel happy on the inside. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna move on to low profile. Low profile, I think, has benefits when it comes to just moving around in general. The pilots can't always hear you. It does lower the sound of your boosts. And also you get about a second and a half before the Titan knows you're rodeoing him. So I think that's probably the best thing you can pick in that category. Now, on the Power Cell, I do like it more just because I want all of my abilities as fast as possible. I can see why people would like to use health regen. I can see both. But I think overall, Power Cell works better for me. Okay, so the Archer is something that I used on the first Titanfall. I think it's efficient. It does a lot of damage. It's highly accurate. I do see how people would like to use the grenade launcher. I've used it. It works fantastic. But it's still going to be number 2 when it comes to anti-Titan weapons. So on the Archer, I do use the gun ready and quick reload, and this reasoning is the same thing for the Hemlok, is that if you do not have rounds in your weapon, then you can't kill the enemy. And that's the worst thing, is come around a corner while you're reloading and there's a bad guy. So quick reload, super important to me. Gun ready, the faster you get the sights on the bad guy, the faster you can kill him. And Titanfall is all about speed. So, Firestar. Firestar is my favorite because of the accuracy. You know, the Firestar, we all know, is an incendiary throwing star that creates thermite on impact. It's very similar to the Scorch. I like it because of the accuracy. It doesn't always get me a kill, but neither do the grenades. But you can throw it halfway across the map and get a kill pretty commonly. It works for me anyway. So my favorite skill is phase shift. Phase shift is really unique. I was always the stems guy, and I love the stems when it comes to Titanfall 1. I started using it right away in Titanfall 2, but you can't be killed while you're using phase shift. I mean, we talked about you can be killed while you're going into the phase shift, but you do have 2 seconds of invincibility. You know, when you're in a bad situation and you need to get out, it's nice to have that. And for me, if I'm getting shot at, it's about 50-50. I can use it and get out of a bad situation. There are times when I die when I'm getting into it, which I don't like it, but I completely understand why that is. It's not just that. It's that it can get you out of a situation. Sometimes you can turn that situation around. It's also good for offensive tactics. A few more things that if you don't know, you can do all forms of movement while you're in phase shift. You can reload. That's one thing that I really like, is that you can reload in phase and then come back out and start firing again. Now, you can get ready to throw your fire star, but if you throw it while you're phased, you've lost it. Same thing with boost. If you use a boost while you're in phase, you've lost it until the next time you recharge. I think the benefits of phase shift just are superior. My final section on this here is going to be over the Hemlok. The Hemlok BFR. It's the most balanced weapon. It's definitely one of the quickest killing weapons out there. The 3-round burst forces you to be an accurate shot, and when you're an accurate shot, that's when you really reap the benefits of the Hemlok. You know, one squeeze in close quarters equals a pilot killed. You aim at the chest, and the recoil will place a 3rd round at the pilot's head. I found at mid-range, 50 to 60% of the time, one squeeze will result in a kill. Depending on your accuracy, 2 will definitely do the job. When I first started using the Hemlok, I really had no idea how accurate it was at long distance. But if you can see a pilot, you can kill him with the Hemlok. I don't care where he is. Yeah, I've made a few shots well over half the map in distance, and it might take 4 or 5 bursts, but it's also a good feeling to know that you shot down a freaking sniper that's been sniping you, sitting up there camping, and you're doing this with an assault rifle. The Hemlok balances out the favorite rifle that everyone loves, seems like, is the R201. And the most damaging of the assault rifles is the G2A5. The Hemlok's damage is 75, so I mean it is 15 points lower than the G2A5, but it also dishes out 20 points higher than the R201. It does have a lower accuracy by 5 points from the G2A5, but the fire rate blows the G2A5 out of the water. The fire rate is 80 compared to the G2's 33. Now they all have the same range, and the capacity, the magazine capacity, is the same as the R201, but it's 10 rounds more than the G2A5. Now, I want to talk about the recoil. The recoil is by far the best. The Hemlok fires fast enough. The recoil isn't that bad. However, the recoil is much greater if you rapidly pull the trigger. A split-second pause will keep the recoil and allow the sights to fall back into position. So a split second goes a long ways when it comes to accuracy. The G2A5, in my experience, the recoil is heavy. It does do damage, but I can't imagine being able to be as accurate as I am with the Hemlok. Another thing I liked about the Hemlok is the mid-air shooting. While jumping, while running, you really have good movement. I was really bad at this at first, but it is a skill unto itself. But with a little practice, your percentage goes way up. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, and become a knight. Much love, guys. Have a great day.